Okay, everybody, it is me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Friday, October 28th, 2022. Right off the bat, I want to thank all of you for wishing Ed Hall a happy birthday. Interesting, last night Ed got ill. He had a very hard time breathing. I did have to take him to the hospital. Unfortunately, Ed suffers with cardiopulmonary issues here. I was with him last night for several hours, but he was discharged, so he is going to have his birthday party. Ed doesn't know it yet, so let's not tell him, okay? But later on today, I got a nice surprise party planned for him right here at my place where he lives with me, and he's going to be very surprised. I think when people advance to Ed Hall's age, he's going to be 99 today, they don't want to be forgotten. You know, I think that's a key here. So it's just important that we keep that in mind and we take care of our seniors. It's just so important. Depression, suicide with regard to senior citizens. I guess I'm not too far from one. I'm 57 years old. We got to keep these things in mind. And that's part of Emanon too, my hat back here. Do good. One good deed a day. That's not too much to ask, and I really believe that we can change the world, people. We just gotta, put things into perspective. All right, with that said, let us move forward here. So I want to talk about this first. This is not a surprise. It's not going to be a surprise to you, but it raises a lot of questions. So what am I talking about? The Federal Reserve, let me just read this to you. So believe it or not, okay, the Fed has one specific indicator, which, it's known as the Fed's favorite indicator, core personal consumption expenditures with regard to gauging inflation moving forward. Okay, well, this indicator continues to rise. We found out just a little while ago that, again, just today, it's moving higher. Now, this isn't a shock to you. It's not a surprise to me at all. It's not going to stop. However, the propagandists on the mainstream, all they do, and all they're pushing, even today, this morning, on the back of this is, more rate hikes are coming. More rate hikes are coming. ECB, Federal Reserve, it's these two central banks that literally are working in tandem, more than any other two, to bring the world economy and its people to its knees. All right, so now we understand what's been going on for months and months and months. Every single FOMC meeting here, Federal Reserve, ECB, they've been raising rates. It's not working at all. The only person I can recall on the mainstream media, propaganda ministry here is Sarah Eisen on CNBC. Sarah Eisen on CNBC said the Fed's been raising rates. It's not working to control inflation. She caught her guests completely by surprise. She was like, hats off to you, Sarah Eisen, for bringing that up. But since then, it appears that she's been silenced. You haven't heard another word about this, but I want to know, seriously, I really want to know when people are going to wake up. Are they ever going to wake up? I don't think so. I don't even know if they even realize that they could take action here. Start protesting, start, letting your voice be heard. But no, they've been lulled into this sense of a dumbed down state that is just beyond belief. So the Fed's going to keep raising rates. So is the ECB. Ain't going to make a damn difference. You see what the problem is here? People are uninformed on an epic scale here. If people were told by, let's say, somebody on the mainstream media who had the guts to explain that by central banks raising rates, it's not even designed to slow inflation. It's designed to crush demand, crush the consumer, crush the economy. That's a fact. Okay, look it up for yourself here. I know there's some of you who must be economists, people who study the economy. This is a farce on an incredible scale, but it's not stopping. And that's the propaganda that's being pushed and continues to be pushed. But are people going to wake up? No, because you and I already know the solution. If we had the guts, somebody, I don't know who, maybe brain dead Biden or whoever, I don't know. You know what I'd love to hear? I would love to hear President Trump come out. All right. And, he's got a lot of followers still. Maybe on one of his little campaign trails or whatever he's doing right now. President Trump, do you hear Greg Mannarino? Okay. Go out there and tell people the truth. Okay. They'll listen to you. Tell people that what the Fed is doing it's just a farce. And you know this, President Trump. Okay. That has nothing to do with what Fed's doing to kill inflation. But what they could do, President Trump, and you know this too, is contract the money supply. So get out there, sir. Okay, and start telling anybody, someone out here with a bigger voice than me, get out here and start explaining to people that raising rates is not the problem. This is not a rate problem. It's a currency issue. We're in a currency crisis that keeps getting worse. I've been beating this to death lately. I really wonder how many of you out here follow other YouTubers or alternative media people. I don't consider myself an alternative media people. I don't even know what I am. I'm just a guy out here trying to set the record straight. But how many other people are explaining that this is not a rate problem? This is a currency problem. And this currency problem is getting progressively worse. Since the ECB, as an example here, decided to raise rates again, and it's completely ineffectual. My European friends are getting destroyed with regard to inflation here. The euro has taken a nosedive. The relative strength of the dollar remains high. It's still going to remain high for the foreseeable future. It's not going to stop here with regard to the relative strength of the dollar. A lot of people don't understand this, and I get it. I realize how it's being spun on the mainstream media. Oh, dollar is strong. Dollar is strong. Dollar is strong. But what they're not telling people is on a relative basis, the dollar is strong. It drives me nuts. On an absolute basis, every single central bank issued note currency, they're in free fall as central banks continue to destroy their currencies and take the world with it. It's unbelievable to me, people. I don't know if it's ever going to change. If there's enough people like you and I to get this out there. Look, this blog is reasonably big, but we don't have near the numbers to do anything, unfortunately. But we're trying. We're getting bigger. We're getting bigger, thanks to all of you. This is our thing, and all of you out here sharing this stuff. I'm not anywhere on a social network. It's all of you that are doing this. But we need more YouTubers to speak out. So if you do follow, some other channels out here, talk to these people. Post in the comments. Hey, when are you going to start explaining that we're in a currency free fall? We're being lied to on an epic scale. Rate hikes were not meant to work since day one. You and I knew that. Right here. I said it wouldn't work since day one because it's not a rate issue. But central banks are trying very hard via their propaganda ministry, and that is every single mainstream media outlet, to push that lie. And the bigger the lie is, the easier it is for people to understand it or believe that it's true. So anyway, going back to what I was saying here, Fed's favorite indicator says inflation is going to get worse. Not only that, every single forward-looking economic indicator, everyone, bar none, continues to point lower, saying that the economy is going to continue to free fall. Now, we get a warning today. I want to bring this to your attention because it plays into what I just spoke about yesterday. BlackRock, BlackRock here, is warning that after the midterms, they're expecting some kind of event to occur that's going to hit the markets. Now, imagine my shock here, and your shock, because I read the comments. Most of you believe the same thing. Okay, they're going to prop this stock market up. Midterms are going to hit, then false flag, who knows what, a reversal, a snapback in this debt market itself. Look what they've done here. Oink Man, Nick the Pig, Oink Woman, Fed President Daly, they were floated out Friday to assure the market, the Fed whisperer here, Oink Man, to that the Fed's going to, pivot come December, maybe sooner than that. Who knows? But we'll see. It could possibly be next month. But anyway, this whole global issue of a sell-off in the debt market is reversed. Imagine that kind of power. I mean, it's unbelievable, really. But to me, I don't think it's over. I've been explaining this to you. I think there's a very, very, very high probability that after the midterms, it's going to snap back, and you're going to see that uncontrolled spike in global bond yields. I mean, more than likely, this is what BlackRock is referring to, a warning that after the midterms, there could be a problem here in the market. Okay, now what would trigger that? Absolutely, it could be false flag event, triggering a sell-off here in the debt market. I mean, who knows? Who knows what they have in store for us, but I can tell you it ain't pretty. Anyway, looking at the market this morning, stock futures are relatively flat. Bitcoin under some pressure, cryptos under some pressure, not much. Gold and silver under some pressure, not much. Crude oil under some pressure, not much. 10-year yields 4.03, and the dollar slightly stronger on a relative basis. That's where we stand. All right. You and I, are going to sit back, eat our popcorn, and enjoy the festivities here and see what they decide to do up through these midterms and then afterwards. And I want to hear from you. Do you think that BlackRock is this a warning or is this a promise? When you hear things like that, warns on the market after midterms. Really interesting how they're coming up with that conclusion when you and I kind of feel the same way too. I tell you, I don't know. Use your own intuition. It's a God-given gift. And I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, it's correct. All right. What else did I want to say? Pretty much that's it. There is a small chance, let me just float this out here, that I will not be able to do a video later. I got a lot of work to prepare for Ed's surprise party. I will try hard to get a video out later. So just if you don't see me later, that's why I'm getting this party. You're only 99 years old once, and not many of us are going to make it to 99 years old. So I want to make this a very, very special day for Ed, especially because his health is in decline. It's in serious decline. I love the guy, and it hurts me to think that one day he's not going to be around, but he's really old, and Ed has come to terms with that too. Recently saw his doctor. His doctor said, Ed, your heart's really weak. Your heart's really weak. And Ed's like, is it really weak? He's like, Ed, you're 99 years old. Yeah, you got a weak heart. I don't know how many 99-year-old people have strong hearts, but anyway, that's where we stand. So I'm going to try my hardest to get a video out. If I don't, people, bring it in. We're going to end this video like I do it every Friday, okay? Love each other, care about each other, be charitable, become an Emanon, okay? Someone that wants to do good. That's all. One good deed a day, one good deed a week, something out of the ordinary instead of your normal routine. And I really believe this in my heart of hearts. We can change the world. I've been telling you this for years by loving each other, caring about each other, and being charitable. Now let's take it to the next level here. You understand? All right, look. How do you become an Emanon? For those of you that are new here, just say, I am committed to doing good. Just say it out loud once, and you are an Emanon, all right? And I'm proud of those of you who have already taken that pledge by just saying, I'm committed to doing good. And I don't think it's too much to ask, really. And whatever God you might believe in, okay, I'm talking about, nothing here on the dark side, quite obviously. I don't think there's too many people here that, first of all, I don't believe that there is any evil God. Okay, there's one God, the creator, and that's all. There are many people that believe there are other gods, like a Satan figure here. I don't believe in that. That's just my take on it. I don't believe in it at all. Is there evil in the world? Maybe, but it's not because of something else that has some kind of godlike power in my view. But many people believe that's true. I don't buy the whole polytheistic theory. But anyway, that's my thing. Love you a lot. Hopefully I'll see you later. With that said, I will see all of you on Sunday for my markets at Look Ahead. But maybe you'll see me later. And I'm going to try, like I said. Share the video. Let me hear your thoughts on what I've spoken about here today. Greatly appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you like you have no idea. I told Ed how many of you wished him a happy birthday, and he was very thankful. It brought a smile to his face. All right, I'm out of here, and I'll see you either later or I'll see you on Sunday.